a huge Titan
synergy of playstyles.
Let's see if there's going to be any flanks by Fab that's going to be set up for them to push accordingly. So far, Genji doing a great job just fighting them from afar. Choppa's already used the claps just to keep everyone alive and also take out the Venom. We do see the T-posing of Snake and now forcing out, taking out Sui as he was trying to go for the Fate of Both Worlds.
I mean, the big plays right now, but here we get the Karmic Reviver from Hoodie just on the corner. Gonna be able to bring back Monster into the action meeting move. And the Supernova looking for a great time to unleash it, while the Focus Fire onto the chest will take out Sentinel. The Supernova coming on strong at the moment, just trying to work it. But Snake with pinpoint accuracy finds one onto a second. The Venom is in sight. Choppa's gonna find a little Vex in the mix of it all, and OEG finding their momentum stifled.
Yeah, Hoodie was the one that was eliminated, but the Cocoon factor is going to be on the table here, and two-person pickoff for Gen G. The KOs have been lighting the screen blue, and so far 80% and counting onto the mission area. OEG has not switched things up. Oh, actually, Sentinel taking out the Land Shark and going with the Punisher. He needs to build up an ult for the final judgment, and he needs to time it very well with the Fate of Both Worlds by Sui. Fab does have the Beast of the Abyss, and now they need to force an overtime movement.
The freeze comes in, but so much sustain, able to provide for the rest of their team, and Choppa won't find Fab. I mean, it's normally on a duelist role, but the strategist will do the same. False will get their counterpart out of action, and the Sentinel's nowhere close.
Being able to chop down the defenses and keeping everyone alive. Hoodie didn't even need the, didn't have the Karmic Revival to use, or didn't really have that specific. I think Snake and Monster, just the tandem of them using that end song and Meteor M, just adding, just taking out Sui before he's able to dance the night away. And unfortunately for OEG Esports, they have to take things to waterfalls just for them to stay alive in this domination map.
Alright, so we get a Bucky kind of flavor here. Sentinel hopping onto the newly buffed Winter Soldier that
aura
might
farming.
be useful. Ooh, look at the aura farming. Wait, the walking?
Yeah,
The walking from Minimoo on the controller?
He's not on controller, he's on PC. How do you do this?
Right there as well with them. I'm looking at Hayao having the Loki out as well to be able to maybe make a play on the Fate of Both Worlds for a 20-second delay.
Yeah, and now Snake just trying to set up a point here. Wow, able to actually get a Snake onto Minimoo, and now has a free angle here for all the Vanguards. Choppa trying to keep everyone alive. Eye of Agamotto. Choppa taking out Heil. Eye of Agamotto taking out Hoodie, but it's fine. He can totally just revive himself, but Lil Vex is not going to have that privilege. He's going to get dunked on. Monster taking out two of the Vanguards, and now a support ultimate by Sui just to hold the point up until like the 60% mark. Hoodie's going to try and come back in this matchup. Felix, he's gonna just go in tandem with the Psionic Seduction just to get the elims, while we see that Fab has switched on over to the immovable object in the thing to hold ground.
They actually have to, right? Genji's already got the point under their belt, and it's gonna be Hoodie up top just denying entrance onto this waterfall point, clicking heads non-stop. Minimoo tries their best to impersonate and does get False out of action, but yo, you gotta play on the point. Last person standing will be taken out. No one's left in OEG.
See,
Yeah, everybody.
collect themselves at least 3 points here in this map, and OG Sentinel from above here, the 1v1 duel, quite low, takes out the Johnny Storm of Brownie. Do you hear the goats marching by OEG? It is marching their way down to just collapse the next door that is in front of them halfway, and now they are big time staggered here. Snake does have the Karmic Revival. We do see a little bit of stagger onto Minimoo's side, and they're still taking the fight to Gen G Esports.
I mean, the coordination right now between Fab and Minimoo is brilliant to try and work the magic. That Felix and Brownie both pop their ultimates, provide some incredible storms in this mess of hero play as they force back OEG. Had to expend 2 ultimates at least, but Brownie is not done yet. Sumi and Hayo will pay for their sins as they leave OEG scrambling for cover.
Yeah, this is actually really good by Gen G. They only spent 2 of their ultimates. They still got 4 ticks for them to be able to work with. And now Brownie, just giving some information how they're going to be able to try to retake this point. Well, they only have the Rage of Voltron to work with. So now they got to build up their ults, specifically maybe the invisible boundary and the fate of both worlds, but it seems like clobbering time is going to get countered by that Rage of Ultron, and Psionic Seduction is going to try to get some pickoffs on the side of Genji. OEG so strong, but Heil gets taken out.
Great response right now from Genji, right? A couple of ultimates burned, yes, but it leaves OEG with a bit of a scramble to have to regroup. Look, even the players are kind of caught off in two different fronts, and this means that the coordination back onto this card is going to be just a little longer. We've still got Snake and Hoodie with their ultimate. Snake, honestly, with the Karmic Revival, will provide an additional wind of momentum from Genji. So it's going to have to be Little Vex and Subi to really lead the charge. I'm thinking with some interesting high flying from Little Vex to try and catch some back line out of
flying. Here you have it. Monster coming on in, courtesy of the Fantastic Four first steps, and now Fab taking two people out, forcing the Karmic Revival this early on in the team fight, not even forcing the overtime, and Snake taking out Fab. OEG really needs to fight strong here and force this overtime to just keep pushing. And now Eye of Agamotto from up above from the top rope, and now we're gonna get a huge Maelstrom of Madness to get taken out here, and there is no more Karmic Revival. They're gonna be blocking off the spawn points for these goats to march their way down to the second gate.
An instantly from the side of Little Vex, just to be able to ensure a bit more time for Little Vex, even waiting it out, waiting for the maximum time and usage of this portal to come. A Little Vex will now deploy it in the midst of a new move. Makes it a bit more painful. Will deny the clobbering time, but Subi is right on top of the card. 2 meters left as the Fatal Worlds erupts.
Okay, so now this is the dance off to save everyone, and Fab's gonna throw hands and take out Felix. We're gonna keep going as Minimoo has got the kidnap onto Snake, away from everyone, tries to snap. You're not snapping yourself out of this one, good sir. This is a Thanos-like slash, and you are the one that's gonna pay for it as OEG are marching down these goats, and unfortunately they couldn't hold strong. Unbelievable in this game. Invisible boundary by Genji to initiate the team fight. It's going to be everyone stuck on this point, and OEG Minimoo. Wow, the feed lights up blue by Genji right at the nick of time, because now they can actually go uncontested as they unlock the first checkpoint. Again, OEG amazing hold at the start, but they were able to find their bearings, and now this is where it gets real dicey, Multi. OEG need to make this their last stand for them to stay alive in this tournament, with for at least to have their points alive in this tournament.
Yeah, 3 minutes, 180 seconds, and the sparks already start flying from Brownie. Not that they need more ultimate points anyway, because they're sitting comfortable on the end song looking for a bit of a flank onto this player, but we'll have to evac out of there. As now we go for a bit of a dive action. It's going to be Snake finding Little Vex, and we'll find the knockout. The dismantlement of OEG. The Feral Leap is beautiful from Snake.
Try to actually go for the pickoff there, but forcing the Rage of Ultron, and now Brownie taking out Sui. I think he has personally out for Sui. That's another end song that had no Magneto combo, but just getting taken out of the equation. At least Sui is still holding on to the fate of both worlds and does not have to worry about that just yet. But what he does have to worry about is these goats marching their way down the second gate of Yggdrasil. OEG need to hold here, and they're gonna get Little Vex on the case here with the thing.
Yeah, they're coming in strong. Both Vanguards being able to make it straight onto the card. It's going to be False starting things off with the Psionic Seduction countered by Subi's Fate of both worlds. Brownie's up top, will find Sentinel. This makes the push of OEG Esports back onto this card so hard as Monster tries to make it interesting and does get Minimoo out of action. OEG Esports are crumbling player by player.
Now we get clobbering time just to get the knock-up, but Psionic Seduction along with the Invisible Boundary, but Sentinel takes out Brownie. Speed is lighting up red here, so OEG able to get a hold going on here as we see the Jeff able to actually get a lot of value from healing, and he also has its Jeff, so Shark Week is going to come into play. We have 1 minute 15 seconds on the clock for this hold to stay on OEG's side. The question is, can they keep holding on, or will these goats march down the doors of Yggdrasil?
Snake's on a Punisher now to maybe do a little bit more poke damage from long range, and we know what a deadly Final Judgment can be if they can get their ultimate online. The question is, how is Esports going to play it? It's going to be it's Jeff. The Yum Yum comes out, and right across the rip is going to be Minimoo being first to drop. Now onto this Jeff that instantly gets delivered. Justice. That's not looking good for OEG.
It's not really looking good. I mean, Minimoo and Jeff getting taken out of the equation. They really are needed for this team fight and this defense. At least Zui has the fate of both worlds. The dance-off to save everyone and hold this point as the 30-second mark has already been passed. Snake now about to build up that final judgment. We have the Meteor M taking out no one just yet, but they clean up shop. The Brownie and Snake tandem is too strong here, forcing the Kraken impact, but it would be for not OEG Esports try to hold, but it's gonna be Gen G to march their way to the second path of Yggdrasil, and they get the game.
Despite
and he just got